Starting Hearts Landing Ranch was definitely a divine intervention. It was not anything I had planned. As you can imagine, it was furthest from my thoughts to start something like this. And it was definitely God, when we came onto the property, who showed me that I was going to be working with local kids, foster youth, and sex trafficking victims. A lot of people have the impression that we're either riding or that we're just standing around brushing. So what we do here is we create environments to bring about certain concepts that we know that the person or the clients are struggling with. We bring the horses and the people together in an area and let God work, because we couldn't possibly orchestrate the conversations that come out. We'll have a therapist, we'll have equine specialists, but really the one who does the work is the Lord.
So I went to rehab 2 times, and the first one I was like 13 or 14. I got kicked out and sent to Quantumia up here, and it was a blessing in disguise, because that's what really set me on my right path. Every Wednesday we came here for like an hour and a half and we did equine therapy. I don't remember most of the activities that we did, but the ones that really stick out to me were the staircase activity, the compass, and the forgiveness trail. And those 3 were like the really big ones that kind of changed my perspective.
One day we created an activity in the arena where a group of young men were identifying the emotions that led up to anger or frustration and eventually abuse or addiction. And it was the horse that actually ratted him out. They had created a journey of different milestones about anger and addiction. And they talked about every single solitary one of them, except they didn't talk about forgiveness, but the horse touched it.
At first it was pretty hard, and I didn't want to open up to anyone. I was just angry at so many different things, so that kind of made me angry at everyone. And Donna probably noticed, and she pulled me aside after I did the stair activity.
I noticed that the only piece of paper the horse touched was forgiveness. Tell me about that. And he lost it. That was the one thing that he just didn't want to talk about, because it was the hardest thing for him.
You know, it felt really good being able to like talk with someone about it, because I hadn't talked to anyone about it. You know, that was something that I kept very private, and being able to finally let it go, and especially with someone who I trusted, it was nice, and it made me trust her so much more.
There's so many other Mateos who, in a traditional therapy environment, they're not being reached. So I had a vision that we would have an equine-assisted psychotherapy center. So we're calling it EPIC, where we would have covered space, an arena, and we would have 3 different locations so we could actually work with more clients at the same time. There's no secret sauce except for the conviction that the Lord is using us in a mighty way, and then we want to be true to what He's calling us to do, which is to speak the truth. I want to make a difference in other people's lives so that they understand that they're not alone in their anger or suffering or trauma, whatever that looks like.